Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. Right now the time is 12:47 p.m. Usually I'm posting my videos at this time, but for some reason my schedule got messed with because like I said, my situation, right? And so when you're dealing with other people, you just got to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying, guys? So usually I try to get up really early and I try to do my messages early. And I woke up this morning really early to do my messages, and something had happened. And I said, you know what? I just love when the universe does certain things purposely, especially with other people's energies. And I just look at the situation and say, you know what? Not today, Satan. I don't have time for this. I'm just going to wait until this energy is done doing what they need to do. And then I'm going to go do what I need to do. So there's something about that too when it comes to like matters of the heart. Like, you guys could be following your heart and your intuition when it comes to dealing with people, places, and things. And it's not to say that you guys are not opening up your heart, you are, but having more discernment about who you allow into your energy and who you don't. And it's almost like people are very astonished. Like, how dare you say if I'm allowed to be in your life or not, but you have the freedom. Okay. You have the freedom, you have the right to accept or not accept certain people around you. It is what it is, right? Especially if it's not bringing you any positive changes. It's almost like some of you guys have a lot of positive changes when you're alone versus when you're around other people. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, literally when you're dealing with other people, places, and things, it's like you guys realize that you guys grow a lot, you learn a lot, you expand a lot, you get things done a lot. And when you have other people in your energy, it may feel like you're not able to do a lot of things because you're aware, you're, certain about other people's energies and what they do and things like that. Like, you have pattern recognition. But like I said, you could be dealing with people around you who may not have pattern recognition. Like, you may know that somebody gets up the same time every single day to go to work. So you know that because they get up every day to go to work that time, you will get up early just so that you can do what you need to do and get out the way. So that that person who works, when they come home, they can shower, they can do whatever they want to do. Basically, you're not in the way. And you could be dealing with people, it's like people are purposely trying to be in your way or purposely trying to put themselves in your energy when you don't even want them in your energy anymore, or you don't even like these people. No offense. Like, they can be nice people too, but you don't like them because they don't resonate with you. I know I didn't start the message yet, but there's something about that energy where there's a lot of people who are trying to force themselves onto you or onto your energy, and it's giving you guys the ick. Like, it's making you guys feel gross because it's like, how come when someone rejects my energy, I know to accept it for what it is, but how come when you decline or reject someone else's energy, why can't they accept it for what it is? Like, you rejected them. You don't want them in your life anymore. You don't want anything to do with them. You don't even ask them for anything. And it's like they're still trying to go out their way to want you in their energy. When you know that you don't do anything wrong to people, places, and things, you are very okay with walking away. There's something about that. Like, you are very good with walking away because you know what you brought to people's lives. So why am I going to sit there and fight back and forth with somebody who's saying to me that I'm all these things in a bag of chips, right? And I know I'm not. And so because I pull my energy away or take my energy back, it's like, how come? Like a baby basically having like a tantrum, basically. So it's so weird. It's like people don't want your energy around, but then the moment that you take that away, it's almost like we miss you, we want you, we need you, we now all of a sudden it's this energy, right? And so some of you guys are accepting certain things. So I want to see what messages come out when it comes to that, because there's something about this energy where, we have simply love. Okay, so This could be about your inner child as well. Like I said, you guys could be learning about certain things when it comes to childhood or dealing with people when it comes to different age groups. Okay, even when it comes to maturity, that is significant too with the number 6. So family could be very significant for some of you. But there's something about that energy. Okay, yeah, share the love with the number 3. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there's something about your energy where you're no longer playing into victimized roles of people. Like, you know, when people sit there and they act like, oh, nobody likes me, nobody talks to me, nobody. And then you look at the situation and you're like, I wonder why. Like, you know, like, I wonder why. Versus somebody who's like, I don't care if people like me or they don't like me because you're aware about yourself. But when someone plays that victimized role, like, why do people treat me this way? Or why? Those kind of energies, you're like, no, you're not sharing your love with people who are always constantly, you know, being the victim in their situations. No, you're the kind of person that you're going to share your love and energy with people who are in the same frequency or same boat as you. So this could be also creativity as well. Like, you're a very open person. Yeah, move. Inner knowing, okay? Something about you making movements or moving. When it comes to your heart, there's something about the way that you can even move people, okay, when it comes to matters of the heart. You may move people when it comes to that, okay? So take what resonates in that sense, but there's something about the number 7 when it comes to spirituality and inner knowing. You know, when it comes to your heart, you know how to protect your heart, and you know who deserves your heart and who doesn't, okay? So even when it comes to simply love, sharing the love and moving forward, there's something about you releasing, letting go, okay, when it comes to matters of the heart. Like I said, you guys are protecting yourselves and you guys are releasing people who think that playing a victim role is not going to get you anywhere. Even if you were the victim, like say they're the ones playing the victim role or victimizing themselves, and you're just going about your day to day, just saying like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. What's done is done. And they could still be in this energy like, why don't people like me? Or why don't they? And you're literally just trying to get moving. Okay, that's significant. Like, you're just trying to move on and move out of that energy, but it feels like someone else in your energy is trying to hold you back or hold you and force you to be in this energy of trying to mingle with people that you don't want to mingle with, basically. Okay, yeah, healing, breaking the chains. There's something about like you guys releasing and letting go. Like I said, someone could be holding onto your energy when it comes to like you are the one that's trying to break and release this chain. While you're trying to release and cut whatever cord this is, you could have somebody trying to like hold on to you while you're trying to move out of this stagnant energy, right? So, you know, when you notice like nothing is growing, like things just die, nothing grows, okay, there's no changes, there's nothing new in that energy, that is significant. You guys are somebody who can heal and seek the truth with the number 7 as well. So 8 could be very significant when it comes to you guys stepping into your power and also leadership as well, and also seeking truth. You are somebody that it does not matter what role or position that you're in, you will always seek truth in life no matter what, okay? A lot of people like to take things for face value because somebody looks a certain way or they talk a certain way or they act a certain way, okay? So because they have the, you know, a certain look to them, oh, I'm just going to automatically believe this person because they look a certain way. No, having discernment means somebody can give you information about something and you can still look at them and say, that's cool. I appreciate your thoughts and opinions, but I need to do my own research as well and still find the truth within that. So you could be dealing with people who they only see certain things one-sided, but they can never look at both sides of the coins. And you could be someone who looks at both sides of the coins when it comes to seeking the truth. It's like you can split things down into the middle and basically pinpoint what needs to change or what needs work, okay? And that can be very significant. You seeing through people, you splitting through people, okay? So the same people who think that they can micromanage you or they think that they can, you know, say and do whatever because they're the mega mind or they, whatever the reason why they feel like they can outsmart you for whatever strange reason is the same reason why you guys see a lot of things in the dark, see things that are hidden. you are always seeking truth, whether you're not seeking truth too. So you could be minding your business, okay? And say somebody from the past who knows you that, you still keep in touch with, they come to you and say, hey, remember when you said this to me? Guess what? It's happening right now. That is you guys. It's like you guys are seers or prophets. Like you guys see things before they happen. And that could be something that's very scary to other people. And also why you guys are able to release and detach yourself from people, because you see things before they happen, before that person even knows it's going to happen. So you detach your energy from that group or that person or energy before it even goes down. Okay, there's something about tower moments and you being able to, basically leave, okay, from a tower moment when it's necessary, because it's not your tower moment to deal with. You were there to cause the tower moment, but you're not supposed to be there when the person goes through that tower moment. Okay, healing begins. Yeah, like I said, you guys are healing. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to dealing with people, places, and things, okay, you guys are healing. Okay, healing begins. You guys are receiving a reward, okay, for your achievements, for the things that you guys do. Teaching could also be very significant, or just being in this teacher vibration, okay, could be very significant, right? So there's something about that too when it comes to the energy. Maybe you guys are very passionate in what it is that you do and how you show up. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Hold on, you guys. All of these cards fell on the floor, so instead of me pausing the video, I'm just going to grab them and still talk to you guys a little bit. So let's see. Okay. So let me get organized. Sorry about that, guys. That does happen sometimes where I'm shuffling the cards and they just fly out. So yeah, there's something about you teaching. There's something to do with change. Okay, so you guys could be teachers, or something about the way that you teach could be bringing in a lot of change at this time. Now, taking control of your thoughts could be very significant. Some of you guys, like I said, you are in control of your thoughts. So even when it comes to, like I said, being protected, I don't know why this helmet gives me the energy of, when someone, like I said, is trying to control you or a situation or a dynamic so that it can play out for them in their favor. There's something about that where you're so in control of your thoughts that even if people think that they can try to come towards you and change your power or take power from you or the dynamic itself, you're still showing up 10 times stronger because you stand 10 toes down on what it is you believe. And when it comes to your story is not changing constantly, because what you're speaking about is truth. And there's nothing for you to hide when it comes to you speaking your truth and being in control of your own life, right? You're in control of your life. So when it comes to you being in control, you don't care what other people want to do, right? If people are saying to you that, you going to school is whatever the case may be, let them think that. If you genuinely want to go to school, then do that, right? Everybody has their own thoughts and opinions, but don't allow someone to stop you from doing something that makes you happy because of someone else's traumas and their fears. Okay, it's like even moving to a new country or doing something brand new, or, leaving a job. Like a lot of times people have fear. Now, jobs are very tricky because jobs can come and go anytime. And even that too, it's like when it comes to looking for work, obviously you want to make sure that you have a game plan and you have, a backup plan just in case. But when dealing with people that say, oh, you shouldn't quit your job, you should stay there, I'm sorry. Like, if you're at a job that's making you mentally ill, okay, or it's treating you like you don't desire to be there or you don't deserve to be paid for what you deserve to do, I'm sorry. You have every right to pack up your shit and go. Okay? Like, you have every reason to pack up your shit and go about your business, whether that's finding another job and making sure you hold that down first, or doing what makes you happy when it comes to your decisions. Like, who are you to be told how you should and should not live your life if it's not making you mentally and physically happy? You know, like generations are different. I get that. But just because a certain generation, and I don't mean all generations, maybe some people, just because they went through struggle and they liked it, doesn't mean our generation wants to go through struggle and like it either. Okay? Our generation doesn't want struggle. We want ease. We want grace. Okay, so take what resonates with that. You could be dealing with people like this, or you could have had situations like this where you could have been a teacher in so many situations that you've been in, and people tried to control the situation or felt like, they were in control when all you're trying to do is help guide people. You ever felt like that in certain situations where, whether this is a job or just in life, it's like you would be the main one that has all the answers, all the solutions of that group that you're in, no matter where you're in. And you still have people in their feelings like, oh, well, who are they to say blah, blah, blah. It's like same with adults too. Like when adults do dumb things and treat you weird when you're both adults, but you're more mature than that adult, and you say to them, wow, shouldn't you be setting an example? They get mad at you. Like, how dare you talk to me like that when I'm the adult? Then act like it. Like act like it then. Like, why do you have another grown person telling you how to behave as an adult? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people try to control you guys or control scenarios or situations, and they don't even have control in themselves. Okay, like, golly gee. Like, make it make sense, okay? You guys are going in flow right now with the number 10. You guys are, like, literally, like, feeling whole within yourself, okay? Right? So take what resonates with that. But you guys are feeling whole within yourself. Okay? Completing cycles, feeling whole. Okay? Not allowing certain energies to feel like they have the upper hand, because a lot of people think that triggering other people means that they hold power. But really, all that person is doing is just being annoying. Okay? Yeah, win or lose. It's like whether you win or lose, you're still going to do what matters to you or what makes you happy, right? We have manifest, right, with the number 1, and then we also have here observe. So I did say this in other like readings and videos that you guys could be very observant or observing, the energies around you at this time. So yeah, take what resonates, guys. I'm gonna end it here. Maybe give you guys a breather or a break for a little bit, because I have some errands that I want to do as well. But yeah, there's something about that too with the energy. It's like you guys could be dealing with certain situations, people and things, and that could be significant too, where you guys are dealing with people where, when people want to keep the peace, but at the same time, keeping the peace is benefiting them, but it's not benefiting you. That's also significant too. It's like people want to keep the peace, but then they also don't realize the harm that is being done as well. Okay, so there's something about that too. It's like we can all want to keep the peace all we want, but if we don't talk about or speak up on certain matters that are very triggering, meaning that it affects us in a certain way, but it may not affect other people, then yeah, talk on that. Speak up on that. And even if you have spoken up on that and people still want to treat you the way that they treat you, and they don't want to respect your boundaries or your peace or, your energy while you're being respectful to them still, whether you like that person or not, you have every right to disconnect yourself from people that don't respect you guys. Okay, you guys, like, I really, really want you to, like, understand that it is okay to release people that don't show the same respect that you show them. It is okay. Okay? You being that kind and you being that nice and going out of your way to do things for people that have to be told what to do. Like, you don't need to be told what to do. Source will just say a whisper to you and you know how to jump on that. Okay? It's like even at a job too, you have people who are managers or bosses or CEOs that should be jumping on certain matters that are wrong, and they're just sitting there like la 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 la. Well, because it's not happening to me, like why should I care? But it's happening to the collective though. So because it's not happening to you, what if it was your daughter, your son, your sister, your brother, your uncle, somebody? It's so funny that you could be the one that fights for everybody's rights and how they feel, but woo-wee, let it be the collective, And And keep doing that. For those who care and don't care to, be seen a certain way, still do that, because we need people like you that still care, you know? But at the same time, it's like, imagine that you're the one that's doing everything to keep basically the peace or keep things being held together. And it's almost like, because you were the glue, now that that glue is gone, everything is falling apart. But everyone's trying to pick up their faces and put their faces back on their flesh, right? To hide whatever that was melting off of their face. You guys get my analogy. Okay, masks are very significant, and also seeing the truth behind what people are doing and saying is also significant too. Okay. So, like I said, if people want to, be in this weird energy, you guys are detaching from that. Whether you win or lose, your integrity is more important than people pleasing other people because of what they want, because they're benefiting off of your energy and off of you. So you saying no is not disrespectful. It's an answer. No is no. If someone's mad because you're saying no to them and your boundaries, for example, say somebody is forcing an apology, okay, and say that you do not care about this energy, that you don't want their stupid apology, okay? It's stupid to you because you don't care. You're over it, right? If that person is still forcing themselves onto your energy, you're still going to keep saying no. There's going to be friction. There's going to be tension because this individual is not respecting your peace. They're not respecting your space or boundaries. Okay, it's like beating a dead horse. If I say no to you, why do you think that keeping yourself to keep asking is going to change my mind from me saying no to you? You guys get what I'm saying? Like, people just don't get it. Okay. And sometimes when people don't get it, you just have to detach and leave them alone. Like, let people be where you found them, leave them where you found them. Okay. If people want to stay broken, leave them alone and let them be broken. It is not your job to fix every single person. Even me, I do readings, but just because I do readings, it doesn't mean that I'm going into every single, list of people that follow me and saying, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need this? No. Anybody who's ready to book a reading and wants to change and wants to see change in their life, they're going to do that on their own time. That's the freedom about life. It's allowing people to have that freedom, to pick and choose whether or not they want to accept something or they don't. But you cannot force, this is for the collective dealing with other people. Like, people think that they can force their way into your life, and they cannot. Sometimes it takes time, it takes trust, it takes patience. You cannot bulldoze yourself into someone's life, especially if you're the main reason why the collective is going through what they're going through, like you guys per se. People cannot force themselves in your lives, especially if they're the ones that cause all the trauma, okay, and chaos, or they brought drama into your life. And some of these people are not just people your age, these are adults. And I feel actually disgusted because imagine you're a child and imagine dealing with adults. And instead of adults protecting children and protecting younger people or protecting people that need that protection, instead, it almost felt like some parents were literally in competition with their own children, okay? Or some adults were in competition with kids or younger people. It's like, why? You lived your life already. Why are you competing with somebody who's literally just trying to figure their life out? And instead of giving wisdom and guidance and knowledge, instead of doing that, it's like they brought more trauma and they brought more hurt and more detachment. Like, imagine parents, raising you and thinking that they were so perfect that they've never made any mistakes, and say that you bring this up to them and they don't even acknowledge this. They just say like, well, I had to do what I had to do. That's not an apology, and that's not accountability. That's them brushing underneath the rug what they did to you and then saying that, well, because I had to do what I had to do, just accept it. No. Some parents need to realize that Giving your kids food is not a way to apologize, okay? Sitting down with your child and saying to them, you know what? I know that I hurt you. I know that I was messed up and I did a lot of things in my time, but I'm also growing. I'm also learning, and I've learned a lot from you. Some parents don't want to admit that they had to learn a lot from their own children because they were not fit to be parents at that time. And you do have parents who actually admit that. And those who admit it, I tip my hat off to you because you're the kind of parent that all children want. All children want is a parent that takes accountability for their actions and not excusing bad behavior and saying, well, because you stressed me out as a child, that's why I treated you the way that I treated you. You know, that's so weird. And some of you guys could have either dealt with that or known people that have dealt with that. That is weird. If your parents are not taking accountability for their bad behavior or how they brought their trauma onto you without acknowledging that, you don't need that. You don't need that for closure, but it's almost like seeing things from a different perspective where you can accept things for what it is and say, you know what, as much as my parent is not perfect, I've accepted it and I've moved on from that and I don't have to have them in my life. Or even if you do have them in your life, there's a distance, right? And for some of you, it's like you cannot fake the funk. It's either I have you in my life or I don't. You know, like I can't go back and forth trying to make sure you're happy when I'm also trying to work on my mental health. Some of you guys are like this right now. So you guys are observing, okay? Finding balance at the bottom of the deck, something to do with sadness and isolation. Like I said, if this is not you, this could be people around you where they could feel sad and isolated, or they tried to make you feel sad and isolated and you're not somebody who cares about that. So because you're someone who doesn't care to be alone, like you enjoy your own solitude, people around you who don't like to be alone, they feel sad and isolated at this time because however they tried to make you feel, now they're feeling this way because you found balance in your shining. Like you found a way to balance your energy and your shining in that. So yeah, opening up, being open to new opportunities, being open to new stabilities, right? But anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here. All right. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this message or, this video. But again, thank you guys for the love and the support. And again, find me on YouTube and TikTok. And my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. Also, I didn't do a career, business, life path number, reading for today. Just because, again, just to give you guys a breather on that message. But after today, I'll probably do a lot more, okay, when it comes to posting that. So that you may see some tarot videos or readings that get reduced so that I can kind of switch up and rotate the decks for you guys. Because even if the messages do come out the same, it's still nice to use a different deck and still get the same results, basically. So it means that the messages are the same or the energy hasn't really changed yet, or we're still going through that time period of transitions, right? But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you. Again, thank you for the love and the support, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys? Have a wonderful Monday. All right? Bye, guys.